v.h.s.x? What do you mean?
All right, everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be doing a reaction discussion video from QuietKills titled Super Toxic Streamer Gets Banned During Stream. And this video was actually recommended by a few of you guys. It was actually a comment that I had received, as well as one of you guys leaving a suggestion for this particular video. And you guys wanted to hear my discussion and me talk about it and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to join the Discord and be able to submit your own videos for discussion and things like that, whatever you want to have discussed, you can go ahead and join the Discord, go down the rules and hit the knife so you can accept it, talk with the rest of us about DB and other stuff. And let's go ahead and get into it. And if you want to watch the original, it'll be linked in the description. I highly recommend watching the gameplay sections because I'm just going to be specifically talking about the situation and like what is being said. But the gameplay in itself, I would highly recommend. Very fun.
Around to get on top of it. Fuck. All right. Well, GG's, baby. GG's. P100 Trapper and you proxy and camp. That's how you use his ability. Why would I leave my trap web? Make it make sense. He just said, nah.
That's literally their only response, bro. Like when you ever bring up a valid ass point, they just say, nah. Like they don't even go, like, they don't come up with anything valid to disagree with it either. That's just how Trapper's played. He's a low tier killer and his entire thing is using traps. So you're gonna go to the areas that have traps, like Adoy, like makes no goddamn sense. Like, what are we talking about?
He said that I use my traps like a P1 and to get better and that he won. They think Hatch is a win. Why am I not surprised that the guy who took 0 chases the entire match and let his entire team get their cheeks clapped just so he could get his pity escape through Hatch thinks he's the one that won?
You'd be surprised how common that is, by the way. Like, there's genuinely people that think because they hopped through a hatch, they won. It's like, dog, your team is dead. Like, you lost. Like, it's all right. It's actually really common to see a lot of people do this. Like, they'll just, like, I've seen this so many times. Because I would remember even on console, like, I would get a bunch of messages from people and I would win. And then they would go, oh, well, you know, I won. It's like, no, you didn't. Like, you're dead. It's like, no, I won. I went through the hatch. I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, your team is dead, therefore you lost. Like, you know, stuff like that. Considering that like 3 kills, 3K win, 4K win, you know what I mean? 2 is a tie and then 1 is a loss. So, I mean, you know, this is how it goes. You know what I mean? Now, people will be making up stuff as they go along, you know what I mean? But the usual, generally sort of accepted concept is the fact that 4 kills, it means you killed everybody. So, I mean, if the whole objective is to kill, then that means you probably won. But let's continue.
I'm just gonna keep saying GG easy. Let's rage bait him. GG easy. Get better. I'm just gonna keep saying GG easy. Get better. They said you're not smart enough to keep trocking. Trocking. That's what black people do. What? Wait, he said black people just repeat the same thing over and over and over and think they won the convo. They said no one is being racist. This is about you. You lost to trap.
Let's be so for real, dog. Like, can we just get a good reminder that this is a video game? All right, I just want to make that abundantly clear. Okay, this is a video game we're talking about, and bro decided to start talking about black people because he lost on a video game. Huh? What, bro? Why racist because game? I don't understand. Why do this? Why? I don't understand.
And start ranting about black people and claim you're not racist because you're doing what they do. No one is mad. You clearly are. You just got.
Bro, that's the thing too. They're clearly mad. They're clearly upset, raging in the EGC, but apparently they're not mad. But they're still there. They're still sitting there typing though, but they're not mad somehow. Like, what are you talking about?
BBC'd. Now you're upset. Bro just caught a mean ass mouthful of elongated, pulsating, big veiny, throbbing BBC fat yak straight to his jawline. Now he's crying about it. That shit is crazy. They said, they don't even know what to say.
The only response is, like that's literally all you get out of him is crazy, bro. Holy hell. That's insane work.
Cause they know I'm right, bro. Said, he's thinking about the BBC. He's thinking about it, bro. Yeah, that's what I thought. You think that because you got a 3K like this that you're just better? A brand new player can do what you just did. Wait.
That's the same rhetoric we see from a lot of Survivor players that sort of let that sit in EGCs to complain, is that they like to say, oh, well, other players can do that too. They're bad. And it's like, doesn't that mean that you're bad because you lost to that? Like it makes no sense. Like these people make no sense, bro.
So is he saying that he could get beat by a brand new player? Damn, it got shut off. Fuck. Bro, this is the craziest crash out ever. What?
It really is the craziest crash out ever. I agree with QuietKills on that. Now, it does develop as well. Like he does play another character. He does play the v.h.s.x, you know what I mean, which is pretty fun.
Exactly why I'm disgusted.
I would highly recommend watching the full video so you can get like the gameplay and everything else. But let's go ahead and continue.
And you're a TTV, right? All right, okay. And then he says, gotta love when killers slug in camp. This dude was following me around with a flashlight, light-footed, and background player. And he's saying, gotta love when killers slug in camp. Brother, are you joking? You got a teammate who's on my ass at all times with a background player and light-footed in a flash.
This is exactly another point I've been discussing previously, which is the fact that these Survivor players have literally zero awareness as to what the hell is going on in the goddamn match. Then they want to blame the killer for playing a certain way, and it's like, but your teammate is doing this, therefore, of course, he's going to counter the thing that they're doing. Like, if they're being followed around with a fucking flashlight, of course they're going to leave them on the ground so that they can prevent that from happening. Like, duh. Like, but apparently that's too difficult to understand.
Flashlight, and everyone's going down on pallets, and you're bitching about me slugging? There is no way. There is no way this person is real, bro. What? They're talking shit.
What the fuck? People with survivors try to actually save their teammates.
You're admitting you're going for your teammates, so why would I not slug if you're always there with a flashlight or on a pallet? How does that make any sense? Get out there, chat. Don't harass them. Don't say anything. I didn't send anyone to.
So as anybody who actually, you know, has read the title and understood, they do actually get banned for the commentary that they were saying, and they do also actually send some racist things in the stream chat. And yeah, like that's kind of insane. And the reason I even bring any of this stuff up is the mere fact that I've covered this before in a previous video. As you guys know, fellow content creator Izanami XOXO, of course, had also experienced very toxic opponents themselves, right? Like they were just trying to play the game, trying to give them a chance, and they were directly just telling her that she needs to end her own life because you're tunneling. Like what the fuck? Like, are we doing? What are we doing, bro? It's kind of insane. So that's the thing I'm trying to get at, bro. Is that like when I'm talking about these kinds of like players, like, and we cover it in things like that, when we talk about it, these are the kinds of people that we're referring to. These are the people that we are talking about. We're talking about these players that are actively saying racist things because, oh, I lost in a video game. Then we have the other side of things where like now this person says, oh, you should end your own life because you're deciding you play a video game. These are the people I'm talking about. And for some reason, when these topics get brought up, all the Survivor mains that will, you know, constantly complain and scream bias and all this kind of stuff, they're always dead silent when we talk about these things. You know what I mean? And I think that really is telling to what's going on with the DVD community, because I think there's a lack of accountability that is coming to these people for them to feel so comfortable to have this kind of language, to say these kind of things to people that are just playing the goddamn game, by the way. You know what I mean? That's why I put a spotlight on the forums. That's why I put a spotlight on, you know, stuff like this, because there needs to be more awareness. And we always have the, oh, but it's both sides people. And it's like, yeah, sure, it can be. But notice that we're getting a lot more on from one than the other. You know what I mean? We're getting a lot more than one than the other. That's all I can really say. And it's just how math works. And we need to put a spotlight on what is more common. Just because you had gotten WS'd one single match ago does not mean it happens every single goddamn game. Yet you can go play killer and have at least 3 in a row. You could have 5 in a row. You could have people running to your streams and stuff like that because you decided to play a character. And it's not to say that like one doesn't exist, but it's just to say like there is just simply more common, and therefore it is more people that are going to need to see that, you know what I mean, and are probably also experiencing the same thing and also can relate or understand why we're bringing any sort of spotlight on that thing. So I think that's a big issue. That's a prevalent problem. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I include the section here, what they were actually saying.
Just genetically cannot be. So it was giving illiterate, it was giving dumb, retard, autistic, whatever you want to call it. So he on YouTube, he a little light skin, look ugly, the man. Let me show you. This is exactly why I hate light skins. Light skins think they did shit.
I hate light skins. I just hate how light skins act. So.
Yes, he's weird. Even if I wasn't being racist, they still would have attacked me. His name is QuietKills. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Exactly.
So that is really what I wanted to kind of showcase to you guys. This is what I want to kind of put a spotlight on, because of the mere fact that at the end of the day, these are the kinds of people that are in the DVD community, and there's probably many more like them, right? Because notice, like in the previous one that we covered, there was 2 of them, like basically saying like, yo, this person should end their own lives because they're playing a video game. Then we have 2 more people in this particular stream, right, saying the same thing, except now it's racist, right? So isn't that, like, you know, worth talking about? Like, one single killer versus 4 people, like 4 people in total that are either telling somebody to end their own lives or to make it a race thing is insane. Like, this should be like this is why we talk about it. And even furthermore than that, I want to add on a little bit of an extra point, is that something like this is what contributes to people with killer anxiety. This is what I've been trying to talk about for a while now as well. Things like this is why people don't want to play killer. This is why people don't want to stream themselves playing killer and stuff like that, because they have to deal with that. They have to deal with people coming to their chat. I had even gotten a comment that had even discussed their experience of experiencing killer anxiety because they were trying to stream, they were playing badly, and then they would come to that person's stream to just like to shit on them and talk crazy to them because they're playing a video game. So this is mainly to put a spotlight on this stuff, man. Like, it's not even about, oh, it's us versus them, like and I'm not gonna sit there and sit on the fence, you know what I mean, like a lot of other people are trying to do, when we have evidence here. Like, there's video of this, like we're seeing it ourselves. This is stuff that we're seeing, like, you know what I mean? This is stuff that we're seeing. We have literal like video, audio, like we're having things like this. This is why we're talking about it. So with that being said, appreciate you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the original video, of course, from QuietKills. And on top of that, if you want to support the channel, hit the like, leave a comment on your thoughts, maybe hit the sub button, I don't know. Or if you really want to support, you become a member on Patreon or YouTube for exclusive content, emotes, perks, all this kind of stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one, and stay tuned for my members at the end of the video. I wanted to go ahead and thank all my members from Patreon: Crow King 101, YouTube members Majora Jeff, T.O.N. Dyer, Zero Mocker, Christian, Crow Vader, Noxus, Jack, Dole, a whip. Let's go. Twitch. We also have Cake, Danica, Final Girl Bunny, Zero Mocker, Ginsburg, Zaz, Crow, PB Head, Mr. Mork, and Dole as well. I appreciate all you guys for supporting, and I will see you guys. If you want to become a member, go ahead and join, and I will see you guys in the next one.